Magomedov versus Michael Venom Page will be a very, very close matchup. This is my most anticipated match of UFC Fight Night Saudi Arabia. We got Magomedov versus Michael Page. This is going to be a close fight. Both these guys are strikers, primarily strikers. Share the bullet. He's a Muay Thai fighter. Michael Venom Page has a karate kind of stance. He fights like a karate fighter. So these two, this is Muay Thai versus karate, and it's definitely going to be staying on the feet. We know this. We know it's going to be staying on the feet. Neither of these guys are shooting takedowns. Shara might be a Magomedov, but he is not the kind of wrestling Magomedov that we are used to. He's a striker. He's primarily a striker. Amazing, beautiful kicks. Strong leg kicks, strong body kicks, nice head kicks. Like all around, Shara's got amazing Muay Thai. And then you got Michael Venom Page, who has such an awkward, unorthodox style where he's bouncing around, jabbing and then leaning in for full right hands, and he's bolting at you. He's blitzing in. He did it against Kevin Holland. He did it against Ian Gary. Obviously, Ian Gary. The only reason Ian Gary won that fight was because of the takedowns. He got the takedowns. He held the back, and now that Michael Venom Page is not going to have to worry about that, I think these odds are too wide. You got Shara Magomedov as a negative 150, and you got Michael Venom Page as a plus 250. This is a much closer fight. I see this fight being a pick'em. Honestly, I see this fight being a pick'em, and I think it could go either way. Seriously. We got, Magomedov just coming off of a beautiful double hammer fist knockout against Armin Petrosian. That was a nice, beautiful knockout, one of the knockouts of the year last year. And then you got Michael Venom Page. He's coming off of the loss to Ian Gary, but that was a very close fight. Michael had some success. He landed some very clean shots on Ian Gary, but like I said, Ian Gary got the takedowns. And that's what Michael Venom Page struggles with because he's not used to that. He has been doing MMA for a while, but his fights stay on the feet. He always wants to keep it on the feet, and this fight will definitely stay on the feet. So I do believe that Shara Magomedov will struggle to kind of, adjust to Michael Venom Page's striking because it is definitely something you have to adjust to. The guy is bouncing around, bolting in, landing right hands, backing out, bolting back in. He's blitzing around kind of, and he's always bouncy. He's always bouncing around the octagon. So Shara's gonna have to find the timing. He's gonna have to find the strikes and definitely use his kicks. Michael Venom Page has very weak calves. He's got weak calves, and also he's moving up here. He's moving up to middleweight, so he's not used to that. And a kick to the body will definitely do some damage. Shara's gonna have to utilize his kicks, instead of trying to use his hands as much because Michael Venom Page will be bouncing in and aiming for the head. Michael is trying to take off the head. He's always head hunting. He did this against Kevin Holland. He landed some beautiful elbows, some beautiful right hands, some left hands. He's always going for the head. He's always head hunting. Michael Venom Page, his style is unorthodox, but at least he's always just coming at you at your head. He's not ripping to the body. He doesn't mix it up that well, and he doesn't have amazing kicks like Shara does. So I do think it will be a very close fight, though. I do think this will go to the judges' scorecards, and we are in Saudi Arabia, so Shara Magomedov is going to be favored. It's just kind of how it works when you go into that region of the world. They do favor the Russian fighters and the fighters in that region. So obviously Michael Venom Page is going to have to do a lot to sway the judges. He's going to have to really show his level of striking in this fight, but I do think that Michael Venom Page is being underestimated in this one because Shara Magomedov is, even though he's very good, he was struggling against Armin Petrosian. He was getting hit. He was getting backed up against the fence until he got that knockout. It was a very close fight. People forget, like Shara Magomedov's fights have been very close, and when he's fought bums, he's obviously destroyed them, but he has had some close fights recently. And I wouldn't be surprised if Michael Page pulls off an upset in this one. With his unorthodox striking, blitzing in, dashing in and landing those shots on Shara, backing out. And of course, Shara, he's only got one eye. So it's going to be hard to see Michael Venom Page when he's going from side to side. He's jumping at you. He's bouncing back. So it's going to be interesting to see how this goes out or how this plays out. I'm still going to be picking Shara Magomedov to get this one done. I think he's going to get the decision. But I do think it might be a very razor close decision where he just gets the push because they're in Saudi Arabia. But I think it will be a very close decision, and I think Shara Magomedov will find success in the later rounds. I think Michael Venom Page will be putting the pressure on him. He will be landing some nice clean shots in the first and second. And I think Magomedov will take over in the second half of the fight. So I think it'll be a close fight, though. I think it'll be a very, very close fight. And this is my most anticipated fight of the card. I think this will be the best fight of the card. It is only a 3-rounder, but that's fair because both these guys are low in the rankings. And Michael Venom Page is moving up to middleweight here. So it's going to be interesting to see because he is a taller fighter, but he's not that big. He's not a very big guy at middleweight, or a big guy at welterweight. So moving up to middleweight, I don't know how he's going to be looking, if he's going to still be as fast as usual. So we will have to see, but I will be going with Sharamagomedov to get this decision. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about this fight because I think this one's going to be a good striking matchup. I think this is like a striker's dream. This is a dream matchup for people who love striking fights, and this will not be going to the ground. If somebody shoots a takedown, it might be Michael Venom Page, to be honest. So we'll see how this one plays out, but I will be going Sharamagomedov. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say down in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you boys in the next one. See you.